Alright, this is a quick overview of the current rig, or current main setup. I'm using a 2014 MacBook Air as my only machine. My gaming PC is elsewhere, it's plugged into the living room TV, so I've just got my little 2014 MacBook Air with pretty much everything maxed out on it. And a 40-inch Samsung TV as my monitor. But the only one thing really can convince me to give this a shot, because I was already fairly comfortable with this machine as a general working environment. But the thing that really made me consider it was the fact that 170 of my games are native to Mac. So I figured I'd give that a shot. I'll just go to the locally installed ones. So I'm just going to show you three things very, very quickly if I can. So I'll pick some small, fast stuff. So let's try something local. Let's try Space Run. There we go. So I'm not running anything particularly fancy in here anymore. I was running the Titan in here, but I've just moved it back out because it's a bit of overkill. And I'll probably buy a next gen card. Well, I say next gen, I mean a new card. And stick that in the Sonnet enclosure, which is actually sitting behind the screen, so it's kind of out of the way. That noise is actually part of the game. It's normal. I'm using the crappy little Mac speakers just to give you some sound output. We'll just pick a map to show you what the in-game performance is like. But yeah, works really, really well, nice and smooth. And then on goes the game. But, yeah, enough of that. What else have we got? Okay, so streaming. Let's just pick something that will stream well. Not sure what I've got on here that will actually stream across flawlessly, because I don't actually use a lot of streaming. Well, I don't use it at all, to be honest. But let's just pick something. Borderlands, no, that's local. Try Tomb Raider Anniversary. I'm not sure if that'll actually work, but give it a shot. Just do that. Go okay. So this is streaming performance. This is across wireless, so this is just wireless in. I'm not using AC or anything like that. And I don't even have the best reception in here, but it works well. It's just going to play videos and stuff. We'll just skip those. So there's Lara. More cutscenes. There's a skip cinematic. Ah, cool, you can. Jesus, how many cinematics have they got? Yeah, going so. Yeah, so it works well. Yeah, and the last case is playing local Windows games through Wine. So it's taking a little while to boot this thing, but this is the only game that I did have that I play regularly that doesn't have a native Mac binary. so I had to look at other options, and it actually just seems to load perfectly well. I haven't tried the DirectX 11 mode. I suspect that might be a little bit dodgy, but the DirectX 9 mode works well.
Achieved with Cryant.
Alright. Just log in here. It takes a while to connect, but I'll just fire it up anyway just to show what it's like. Performance is perfect in this as well, as if you're running it natively, so I don't think I'll load a game. It just takes so long to get in. But yeah, there's with this combined with everything else has just led this machine to be completely and utterly perfect. It's portable. I can take it to work. I've got all my normal little workflow stuff on it. It's got, you know, MagSafe power, so I can easily just disconnect. That's one a pet peeve, is having multiple power adapters kicking around that you have to actually plug and unplug, track down the cables. These ones, you know, you still have to track down the cables so you can tie them off. They're quite flexible lines, which is really, really good, as opposed to the Clevos, which use really thick power cables. These you just click them in, away you go. Then there's USB and Thunderbolt, and that goes up to a hub and my Senate case. But yeah, anyway, so we load it up with my little Locust there. The thing that I really like though is the fact that, yeah, even though you're in, you can just still move around your normal workflow sort of stuff. Yeah, okay, the GPU is being slammed because it's rendering a game now, but so all my VMs, all the stuff that I'm used to, are still there available as other desktops, which is awesome. But yeah, I can go back in. Yeah, I don't think I'll load them out. Oh, we'll try and rejoin, see if it can connect into an existing match that crashed before. Oh, it's going in fast. Alright, we'll give it a shot. Show you what the performance is like. I've probably been blown up by now though. Now I feel like a dick, because what they would have done is screw it up for everybody else. Yeah, that's a I'm dead load. It won't load properly if you do that. Oh well, we'll just get out of that, because that won't sync properly now. I probably screwed up a whole bunch of other people's match as well, because I had to wait for the thing to load up, but yeah, anyway. Sorry buddy, go away. Alright, cool, yeah, anyway, so everything works exactly as I like. The, you know, usual sort of stuff. It's, yes, it's a, when it comes down to it, it's just a BSD machine with pretty crap on top. So I've got all that power there if I want. I've got Fusion, so I've got nice seamless VMs, and I use a lot of VMs. I've got 8 gig of RAM in this thing, but and I use about 7 of that when my VMs are running. So I'm getting pretty close to the limit there, but then this is pretty much my hard limit in the number of VMs that I need to maintain at any one time, I believe. So yeah, it works well for work. I can transport it easily. One thing I noticed with the latest update of OS X as well is that when you run these things in eGPU mode, hang on, so I'll show you exactly what's going on there. It won't focus on the text properly because this thing's too bright, but we can get it to do it if we, yeah, so you can see it's there, just a standard OS X, and it's running a GTX 650 currently. So yeah, it works well, does exactly what I want it to do. You can, the eGPU display running, so the one that's connected to the eGPU, you just treat like any other display in the system. It remembers settings, so if you power it up with just the laptop, it will remember all your window positioning and all that sort of stuff as it was on the laptop screen, including brightness, key light levels, all that sort of stuff. Then when you power it up and it detects the eGPU, so you'll notice that this is a little bit duller than it could otherwise be, which it otherwise normally is. But that's a, hang on, I've just selected something over here. So that's what it normally is like when it's not plugged in. But the thing is, it remembers that that dimness is associated with the eGPU being connected, so it actually dims the monitor when you plug it into the main system, which is perfect because I don't want to have to keep adjusting brightness on this thing every time this thing's plugged in. So it works really, really well. And as far as displays are concerned, it just shows up under arrangement, and you just drag your little bar saying I want you to be my primary or you to be my primary. So when you do that, it determines where everything is sent to be rendered and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, absolutely stoked with this. It's incredibly seamless. Compared to running an eGPU through a GPT booted Windows volume on one of these laptops, it is so seamless in comparison. I don't know how I could ever go back. So that's why I'm really glad that half my a quarter of my library is available on OS X, and almost all of it is stuff that I actually play, whereas most of the stuff that's there on my full library is just legacy stuff that I finished years ago. So very, very pleased with the state of affairs on this device, and yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back. But and I'll watch this space because maybe I will, and if you have any questions, just ask away. Cheers.